Last time on What If Sonic, the lonely Miles Prower had snapped mentally, and after a daring raid on one of Dr. Eggman's bases, he has now aligned himself with the evil Doctor. Now things are uncertain as the Eggman Empire has the brains of the two-tailed fox behind it. Miles agreed to join the Eggman Empire, and as is standard for anyone joining, they are to have robotic enhancements added to them. While providing great support, they are not without a catch. These robotics have bombs planted within them that Dr. Eggman can activate at any time. These keep his subordinates in line and keep them in his lifetime servitude. Miles had gotten both of his arms and his scarred eye replaced with robotic replacements. He felt great, and as soon as he could, he got to work overseeing local Badnik production. His genius wouldn't keep him there for long though, as he would move up in ranks fast. His sharp mind would grant him rank after rank, as over time he would make it to the position of Eggman's right-hand scientist. Despite Eggman's evil alignment, he showed Miles much support as he was truly dedicated to the Empire. At this point, he was on par with the other Egg Bosses Eggman had in terms of power, much to the distaste of the Egg Bosses who saw him as just a freaky bootlicker or someone not worth their time. Thunderbolt especially, who was very infatuated with Eggman and loathed the attention Miles got. On another hand, Miles had gained much information on the enemies of the Empire, including Sonic the Hedgehog. He had disdain for Sonic, as he was the one who saved West Side Island, the people who made Miles who he was now. Exposition aside, a rather important day happened, as he accompanied Eggman to Somurka, and was ordered to inspect the capital base while he took care of some research. A sleek ship landed in the docking bay of the Egg Base. Badniks alike had arrived to welcome Miles to the docking bay. The Egg Boss of Somurka was immediately informed, and look who it is, our old friend Thunderbolt the Chinchilla.
What's with all that chit-chat? I'm busy awaiting the arrival of Lord Eggman.
Apologies for the voices, this is a one-man show. Ma'am, a ship has arrived with a visitor for you.
What? But he wasn't supposed to arrive for another day. Hurry, get everything extra perfect.
Ma'am, we've literally cleaned the base every day.
Well, do it again.
She cuts off the intercom and hurries to the docking bay.
My dearest Lord Eggman, it's an honor to have you.
She looks up to see Miles standing firmly in front of her. What are you doing here?
Nothing much. Just here for inspection. I'm sorry, but I was told our dear Lord Eggman would visit, not some mutant freak.
Miles would twitch a bit hearing her insults.
Well, I come here in his place, under direct orders from him. He's busy doing some research on the other side of the continent. But if you insist on me leaving, you would be ignoring direct orders from the Doctor. It would be wonderful to have you inspect for him. Glad we can agree.
The two did not get along at all. And whilst he had deep respect for Eggman and liked getting on the nerves with the ones he disliked, Miles found all this inspection rather boring. He would have rather made 100 Badnik designs than do this.
Well, you can see, the base is in peak condition. I'm sure you have more pressing matters.
Yes, you're right.
All this is boring anyways. Besides, maybe you should put more effort into maintaining territory, rather than cleaning the walls every hour.
Thunderbolt raged at Miles over this comment.
How can someone like you even be decided like this? I serve our Lord without question, while you just do things however you see fit.
I worked for my position, unlike you, who just licked his boot into being an Egg Boss.
You could never pull off the things I did, and I recall it was I, a lone child with rusty badniks, that caused you a massive headache all that time ago. You don't deserve the praise, you two-tailed freak!
Almost out of instinct, she punches Miles in the gut as he fell back, keeping his stance. Miles had flashbacks to the bullying he endured so much within his hometown, as his eyes laid cold and dead before sharpening almost like a snake's eye.
You know, Thunderbolt, it was a shame your limb chip malfunctioned, caused an explosion that paralyzed you.
Thunderbolt shivered as she questioned.
What do you mean?
Miles pulled out a remote, giving an almost devilish smile, no remorse in his eyes. He gestured to her limbs, and the things clicked.
How? Only Lord Eggman should have access to the detonation codes. Besides, with the road you're going down, you're bound to get detonated too.
Miles smirked before taking a rather open stance.
With my IQ an understanding of Eggman tech. I was able to access the detonation code and remove my bombs a long time ago. You're bluffing! Am I?
Thunderbolt broke into fear and started running away as Miles pressed down onto the button. He smirked as the paralyzed chip activated, leaving her in a shuddered state. Miles turned around to the onlooking soldiers with sternness.
Nobody is to report what you saw to Eggman. Got it?
He dangled the remote in front of the soldiers as they all nodded. Rumors would spread among the Legion, as the rest of the egg bosses silently feared Miles and laid off the public disdain for him. Miles would soon meet up with Eggman in Final Egg.
What's up with the call, Doctor? I should get going. I have much work to do on Silver Sonic Mark II.
That can wait until after our talk. I have a genius plan that a sharp mind like you could truly benefit me with.
Ancient murals showed on screens as Miles looked in awe.
What is that?
Chaos, the god of destruction. An ancient monster, fueled by the power of the Chaos Emeralds. With its power, I can conquer the world in my name. It resides in the Master Emerald, which is what I'll need to take care of soon.
So why do you need me for this?
I'm going to need some more capable mechs to take care of finding the emeralds. So I'll be putting you in charge of my E-Series line of robots. They will find the Chaos Emeralds for me and serve well as my crew on the egg carrier.
But you designed the E-Series blueprints. I couldn't possibly compare. And egg carrier?
Eggman motions Miles to follow him to a dark room where it suddenly lights up to a gigantic ship inside a hangar.
Behold, the reason this space was built to house my latest creation, much sturdier than any winged fortress or flying battery.
But why do you need me?
Despite his confidence and assertiveness, Miles can't forget the trauma he endured.
I simply assist your genius.
For my plan to accelerate, I need your sharp mind to assist me. You tower over the rest of my subordinates, my friend. Now, let's get to work.
Miles grins with excitement.
Of course, Doctor.
Miles will get quick to work on these mechs, as they differ from our canonical E-Series mechs. Eggman had set the base designs for them, but the rest was up to Miles. They were all more uniform, with one claw hand and one precise blaster. They also lacked any pinch of free will. Nothing could overwrite their programming. Miles presented these mechs to the Doctor, and he was impressed. As mentioned earlier, Silver Sonic Mark II was finished, to keep the impending involvement of Team Sonic occupied. Miles had finished Silver Sonic Mark II, and they both went off to Station Square, where the heroes currently resided. And that's where I'll leave things for right now. Sorry if this seemed a little bit, pointless, or directionless. A lot of this is set up for the next events that will be going on. While a bit later, the events of Sonic Adventure have begun. How will things change with Miles being on Team Eggman, and now the addition of Mighty and Ray to the mix? Find out next time on What If Sonic. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more if you want to. Thanks for watching.